Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid Not, and today we'll be talking a little bit about Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It was a game that I actually purchased in the Steam sale that happened over the course of last week that has now unfortunately ended. Normally before a sale comes up, I kind of look at games and I think, you know what, I really like the look of that game, and maybe if it was a deal on Steam maybe or something else, then I would buy it, and Global Offensive was definitely one of them games. It was always up for about 12 quid, so it wasn't that expensive anyway, but I thought, I know the Steam sale was coming up, and about the time that I was really interested in getting it, and it did actually turn up in the Steam sale, and I think I picked it up for about £7, something like that. But this is definitely a funny game. It's not your regular kind of arcadey shooter. Well, it is, but it isn't. I mean, as soon as I picked it up, I'm not very good at PC games anyway, but I really noticed how bad I really was. It has two modes. It has a casual mode and it has a competitive mode. Now, I stayed well clear of the competitive mode, and to be honest, I don't think it made much of a difference. I think I completely sucked at playing the casual mode, so jumping into competitive I don't think would have made much difference. But I started off playing it, and it was just a case of just getting used to a first person shooter game, a new one anyway, and you know that learning curve that you just got to kind of learn what guns are the best, etc, etc. But this has a really interesting spin of things. You haven't got like a creator class loadout. You have different gun choices for different game modes. Now, for instance, in the background what you're seeing is a game mode called Arms Race. Now that is basically a gun game from Call of Duty. I think this is actually where it all started. I think Call of Duty nicked gun game off Counter-Strike. I think it was like some kind of mod back in the day. I don't really know too much about it, but I think that this Counter-Strike was the first game to do it. But yeah, so obviously this is gun game. You start off with your pistol, or I mean in this case you start off with like a machine pistol or submachine gun, and you work your way out through the guns, and I think there's about 26, and you get through and you end up having to knife someone at the end. So that's like a different spin on it. Another game mode that I've been playing a lot of is deathmatch, and basically that's like a team deathmatch, and you spawn in with a random gun, and every time you die you spawn in with another random gun, and I think the worse guns that you get spawned in with is the more points that you'll get towards your team. Again, I could be totally wrong. I haven't really looked it up. I kind of just play it and just wing it. Yeah, it's just completely random for me anyway. There might be a way of getting different guns. I know that sometimes it pops up on your screen that you can respawn with a certain gun, and I've done that a couple of times, and I think that's basically what it is, and you accumulate points, and yeah, so I've been enjoying that game mode quite a lot. There's a few other things. There's like a spin on demolition. There's two game modes called Defuse and Hostage, which are used in the competitive playlist, and there's also a casual one. I had a go at them. I didn't really enjoy it that much. It was like a no respawning round based game, and that's not the type of game modes I really like when it comes to first person shooters. I don't really know what to say about the game mechanics because I am so bad at this game. I think this is one of my better games. I think I don't win it, unfortunately, and this is another thing about Arms Race, this gun game mode, which is quite weird. I thought it's not a free-for-all, it's like a TDM, but you get a single winner at the end. It doesn't really make sense. It's the person who gets to, I think, 26, but it's a team. I don't really I don't really understand why they've done it. They should just do it as a free-for-all, but I can imagine the spawns if it would be a free-for-all, because these maps, as you can see, are just so small, and you've probably seen in the footage in the background that the spawns are terrible. I mean, I don't know if that's intentional or whatever, but I think when you spawn in, which is quite a good little mechanic, when you spawn in you're kind of invisible, so no one can kill you for the first, I think, 3 seconds or whatever, until you move or shoot your gun, I think. So that's quite a good little way of doing it. So gunplay, it's again, it's hard to comment because I feel like I'm really bad at the game, and half the time I feel like I'm absolutely just blittering people and just emptying like completely ammunition into someone, and then they just shoot me within 3 shots and I'm dead. And I feel that quite a lot, but I do feel like it's not really the game really faltering. I think it's my aim. You haven't got hitboxes on this game, so you can never really tell if you're really hitting someone or not. You kind of do. It's weird when you hit someone, their name comes up in red, like as you can just see then, but that's the only way of being able to tell that you've actually hit someone. Other than that, there's no way of telling, that I can see anyway. There's no aiming down sights unless you've got a sight on the gun. As you can see, you've got red dot sight, you can aim down sights. The sniping is good fun. It's a bit weird again, like you click in once and you zoom in, and then you click the right mouse again and you click further in, or you zoom further in, and then you click it again and you zoom out. It's a bit weird, but I think every time I've got a sniper hit, it's been a one-hit kill. So that, I mean, whether or not you think that's overpowered, I've come across some really good snipers, and I just feel like there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. And sometimes you can feel like that a little bit in COD as well, and I really shouldn't compare the two games games because they're so different in their own rights. And but yeah, I'm having fun with it, don't get me wrong. I keep putting it on, I keep wanting to get better and improve at it, but at the moment I'm just coming up against really good players, and I think that's the only real way to learn, is when you come up against good players, you kind of learn off it and just sort of like, you got to take a beating. And that's what I hate about, you know, recent Call of Duties, is that, you know, you just get given everything to you, like death streaks and easy kill streaks, support streaks and things like that, and that's what I don't really like anymore. So but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's hard for me to sort of comment and review a game, such a big game like a Counter-Strike game, and I hope that I've got my opinions across pretty well. If you enjoyed, please leave a rating, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.